Today we're at Blake School and we're here to Well, today we're at Blake School. We've got students in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. You guys ready to go? Yeah. All right. So the first thing is we're going to talk about place value. Now you guys know about place value already, right? What can you tell me about place value? Do you know any of the place value names?
There's ones, tens, hundreds.
Right, there's ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, stuff like that, right? What about the other side of the decimal?
Tenths, hundredths, thousands.
Right. So that TH at the end of that, right? Tenths, right? Because you're talking about a fractional part of a whole number, okay? So take a look at the paper you guys have in front of you. And there's a number that is underlined in each of those, all right? So what it says is, in what place is the underlined digit? All right, so look at the first one. We have 276,753. Obviously, what is the number that is underlined? 7. And what place value is that?
100.
It's in the hundreds. All right. So just take a look real quick and see if you can identify the place values for all of these. All right. Should take you about 10 seconds, right? So you don't have to actually write down what they are. As long as you look at it, you go, the 7, that's in hundreds. The 1, what's in that? The one underneath it? That's in hundreds, right? Okay. So let's go to the very bottom one on the left-hand side. All right, so can you read that number?
428,137.
Okay, and what number's underlined?
7.
And what place value is that?
Ones.
The ones, all right? So here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna roll the die one time, okay? Each of you is gonna roll it. We're gonna make one large number, okay? So whenever you roll it, you're going to write down that number, and then the next person rolls it, we're going to write the number right next to it, okay? And then the next person rolls it, we're going to write that number. You guys got the idea? So you're all going to have the same number written down at the end of doing this. Now, if there are 6 of you, how big is this number going to get? To what place value?
The 100,000.
The 100,000s, all right? So you can go first, roll it, whatever it is, let everybody else know. All right, so on your papers, doesn't matter. You can do it on this side of the paper, the back side, anywhere you want. So 6 is the first digit. All right, take the die, roll it around. Next one up. Just go ahead and pass it down. All even numbers so far, 6, 2, 4. All right, another 6. And ends with a 2. So, what is the number? Riley, what have you got?
624,652.
You guys all agree?
Yes.
All right. So you've got 624,652. What I'd like you to do is take the number in the tens place and round that number to the nearest tens. So take that whole number you had, 624,000, whatever it was, and round it to the nearest tens. So what's the first thing you're thinking of? What number do you have to look at, first of all?
The 5.
The 5, right? The number in the tens place. Now, if you want to round it to the tens place, what number do you have to look at next?
2.
The 2, the one to the right of it. Okay? So is that 2 going to do anything to the 5?
No.
Why not?
Because it's below 5.
Right, it's got to be below 5, right? Okay. So what is the new number now if we rounded it to the nearest 10?
624,650.
Right, 650, because you would go 650 right at the beginning there, all right? So underline the 4. Now round that number to the nearest 1,000. So you want to take that whole number, 624,658, whatever we had, or 52, right, and round it to the nearest thousand. So the number in the thousands place was the what?
The
4. The number next to it is what?
6.
So what's that going to do?
Make it bigger. Make it.
It's going to make it larger, right? So go ahead and write down what that larger number would be now. So instead of 624,000, it's going to be what? 625,000. Remember, everything else becomes zeros at the end of that, right? Because you're rounding. And that's the first step with the students at Blake School.